Hello, everybody. Welcome to.
What's with the accent?
My bad. Welcome to the Family Heals. We're talking about Monday Night Raw.
We are.
It's Monday Night Raw from whatever date it was. The
7/22.
22nd. Double twos. 2-2.
Yep.
So, yeah, let's get right into it. No guff. None of that crap.
Have at it. What do you got for
Show
me?
starts. Gunther's there. He says, I'm out here.
Going through. We ever seen that guy wrestle again?
You will. And when you do, it'll be good.
All right. I hope so.
He starts the show. He says, you know what? I said some things last week, and I meant them.
Hey.
You know, he's a bum. You guys are all bums. I don't like any of this. I'm going to...
He lost all his friends and he just hates everybody now, huh?
I guess.
Wow.
Well, he killed one of them. We haven't seen him since. Or he told someone to kill someone.
He's done, yeah.
And then the other one got hurt. So
No
that's
friends.
the way it goes.
All right, yeah.
He tells Priest, come out here. Just give it to me. Just give me the title.
Yeah.
Don't.
I don't think Priest liked that.
I don't think so either. Because he came down and just popped him right in the mouth.
He brought the mic, like he was going to talk,
Yep.
and then just, that
Popped
was
him.
Pretty funny.
And then they brawl. There's a big brawl. Goes to commercial. Come back. They're still brawling. This time it's out in the park.
They brawled so hard, they got kicked out of
Yeah,
the Raw.
the show had to go away for a minute.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was the opening segment.
And that's the last we see of them.
Yep. I guess they were out in the parking lot fighting just the whole show. 3 hours.
Yeah, they just didn't stop
Yeah.
until they got arrested or something.
Till they got arrested or something. After that, we have Dragunov versus Braun Breaker for probably about the 80th.
I think this might be the last time.
With that being said, I never get tired of watching these two wrestle.
I can't either. And I wasn't a fan of Ilya when he started
Yeah.
on the main roster, but I am now.
Yeah, well, it's just a lot of beating someone up and getting beat up with
Yes.
both of those guys.
And that's what you want to do.
Yep.
But you want to make it look good. That's the difference. If everybody can do it. I can pretend to get beat up, but it won't look good.
Right.
And I can pretend to beat somebody up. It won't look good.
Right.
So he does it. Make it look good.
Either way, apparently this is a number one contenders match. I didn't know that.
I knew it when they told me.
I didn't hear them say.
Oh, okay. They said it. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, my initial thought was this is just gonna end the double count out.
Yep.
and
I thought Sammy was
triple
going to
threat.
come out and.
But no, instead they have one of them die.
Oh man, that looked brutal.
Yeah, it didn't look great.
No.
He
But you know,
spears Ilya. Ilya hits his head on the side of the ring.
I was.
And they were like, "This is done.
It's over. I'm glad they didn't do like. At first, I thought she was just gonna like call a no contest, which I was like already going to be pissed
Yeah.
about because obviously Braun won.
Right.
He knocked him the fuck out.
Yeah.
So he won.
So he did win.
Like, there's no other way to like definitively win. And you can't. The other guy can't compete at all anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
And you weren't gonna get the pin on him because he would have just.
I mean, he
kicked
could have
out.
just
He doesn't-
dragged him in the ring.
Yeah, but he would have kicked out because that's just kind of
what he does.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
leave
I
him
think
out
they
there.
did this the best way they could without one of them getting pinned.
That's true.
They just had one of them die. That was it.
Yeah. The good thing was like, I don't think he's really hurt because they had no medical staff out there.
Right.
So
yeah, no, that would never really cross my mind.
yeah. So he's
I
the
was
nu-
surprised that he didn't keep going after him though. I thought he was gonna.
yeah.
get back
Oh
in
yeah. That's what initially made me think he was really hurt
When
because he didn't
Yeah.
go get him.
Nope. And I haven't heard anything the
I
last
haven't-
couple days.
Yeah,
so
me either. But
he's fine.
so Breaker is number one contender.
Yep.
SummerSlam, baby.
SummerSlam. He's gonna beat him this time, I think. But we'll
he
talk
better.
about that later. Judgment Day. They're sitting around playing video games.
Like always, that's
Yep.
what they do.
And only WWE, they don't have another game.
No, you can't play Madden or anything.
No.
No NBA for you guys.
Nope. So on the screen, they're in a 3-on-1 handicap match. It's the three of them, and they're just beating up Jey Uso. I don't know if you saw that.
I didn't even notice that. I didn't notice that.
So yeah, that's what was happening there.
Jeez, what's their beef with Jay all of a sudden?
Because
Other than he hit on Ripley.
Yeah, that was it.
But
That's
all
it.
she's got to say
And I
is
guess he
no.
beat Dom.
Well, everybody beats Dom.
Yeah,
Well,
not really. So yeah, they're like, we're gonna get Jey Uso. Let's go. Rhea's like, pump the brakes on that.
yeah. Don't start.
Why would you?
Yeah.
What do you stand? What did any of you stand to gain
Right.
from this?
Yep.
And Finn's like, you're defending Jey Uso. What's up with you?
He's got the digits.
And yeah, yeet. And then she says no, and he says, well, we're gonna get him anyway. She leaves, and he tells Dom, we're gonna get him.
Yeah, he got him right.
We're gonna get him.
Well, they split up in a weird way. They
They
split up
did.
yet?
Well, no, that
Oh,
happens.
okay.
We'll talk about that in
All
a
right,
bit.
good.
After that, we have Lyra versus Sonya. Lyra Valkyria versus Sonya
see that.
Deville. There's everyone's out there, all the teams.
Yeah,
She's
yeah,
got
yeah.
her squad. She's got her squad. They start brawling, and then Sonya beats Lyra.
Okay.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay.
that's exactly what I said. I said, what?
I don't think Sonya won anything anymore.
No. Well, she's been hurt for like a year.
Yeah, we
Got,
haven't
an
seen her, have
ACL
we?
thing. Yeah.
Wow.
After that, we have a Wyatt 6 tape.
Yeah, they
And
didn't even
it's just
they didn't even
it's
pretend
just-
to give it to anybody this
Nope.
time. Let's just play it.
Yep. I guess she threw it at the production truck when they found it out there.
Get
Yeah.
done.
Yep. And it was just Nikki Cross. She was being like, I'm Nikki Cross.
But didn't say
Right,
anything
right.
except a little screech at the end. Yeah.
Yep. So that's that.
I guess this is a way of introducing
Mm-hmm.
everybody that we already know
Everyone
who's in
gets
it.
Yeah.
So who's left? Then we got
Joe Gacy and Dexter Loomis.
that's it, huh? Okay, they're halfway through.
Yep.
Over halfway through.
CM Punk comes out. Music hits.
I know
Everyone's
you
like,
were-
oh my God, it's CM Punk.
Have you noticed over the last couple weeks? I think he is working out with AJ or something.
Yeah, he's huge.
He's a monster
Yeah.
now. Like, what are these guys doing? Like, in their off time, they must be like, maybe Triple H
They're
sat
doing
everybody
something.
down. And been
I need
like,
to see, like, when he gets the shirt off, like, if he has abs.
I don't think
'Cause I don't
he
think he's
never
ever really
has.
had
No,
abs.
even when he was in UFC and cut his weight really low,
Yeah.
he never had a six pack. He had like 4 of them. But maybe Triple H sat everybody down and said, "All right, we got to look a little more
Bigger,
like wrestlers, like,
beefy.
yeah,
Yeah.
like we're pro wrestlers. Let's look like it." And a couple of them really took it to heart.
But
And
it's
I think-
also like, I don't know how he has a bum arm. I don't know how he was lifting all this time.
yeah, that I don't know either.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, mainly he just wears cutoffs or regular T-shirts, so you can just see his arms and his shoulders. So, yeah, what the hell is
He
this?
was massive. I don't know what happened with him.
I don't either.
Looks like he ate the old CM Punk. I don't.
Yeah,
He's just a
you guys-
different guy.
AJ and Randy got a hold of him.
Yeah, I guess.
guess.
They're like, we're doing this now. Come
wow.
over here.
They must have. Maybe they have a new fitness.
So I don't know
trainer.
how Orton got that big either with his like back. and
Yeah,
everything.
right. His back was all jacked
Yeah.
up.
So I don't know how they're doing.
Maybe they're just
this.
taking extra time off to get,
Maybe, but
lift a little. And,
yeah. I mean, I guess they were just waiting for SummerSlam.
And
for
you got to
some-
remember too, like wrestlers when they're not working, they're not burning through all that muscle and burning
Right.
all those calories. So maybe not working, eating, and just lifting as much as you can. Those genetic freaks will just get big.
Yeah.
You know,
But see, Punk's always kind of just been like
he's
a
the
guy.
guy. Yeah,
he's just a dude.
He's the Sami Zayn.
yeah.
Yeah, but I
I
don't.
kind of want to see what happens if Sami Zayn decides that he's gonna start.
I don't
doing
know. I seen that he has a 6-pack on him this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you noticed him
I
in the
didn't
back.
notice,
Okay.
no. What were we talking?
CM Punk.
He's cleared. He's ready to go.
I know you were smile on your
I
face
said,
when you
yes,
saw
here
that
we
one.
go. It's
So was
time.
I got shivers.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, it's gonna happen. Fine.
Here we go. And he says, "We're gonna do this right here." He
Yep.
brings out the tape.
Yep.
Tapes up his hands. Drew comes out. He says, "I'll kick your ass, but I don't want to
I'm good. Yeah.
pass."
Yeah.
He's just taunting him. He's
Yeah,
like,
he brings out the
"Bah."
brings out the family.
Yep.
King King. And CM Punk was pissed.
Yep. So he tries going up the ramp after him. Security comes back. Took about 15 to 20 guys to keep him from
Yep.
getting by. Pierce comes out. He says, "No, hold on. The reason you're not beating each other up right now is because you guys are wrestling at
Yep.
the SummerSlam."
Someone else is not on suspension.
Right. And you can't touch each other.
Yep.
a
Or
rule.
else you are suspended. Right?
You're suspended and the match is not happening.
Yeah.
But
guess
also
the
I
easy-
don't have anyone who wants to ref this match at all.
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah. And then here comes Seth.
Yep.
And he's like, "I'm the referee."
I like the fact that he gave us no time to think about it because I would have thought about it. And it just boom, surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
So good stuff there. That's an interesting dynamic, I'm sure. That's going to be a fun one.
Oh yeah, Punk's gonna. I mean, Seth is gonna hit somebody.
Yeah,
Or both.
it might be both.
I think it's gonna be both. To
It's
make
gonna
it
end up
even.
being both, yeah.
He's not gonna be biased. He hates them
Right.
both.
Yeah, no. He's not a fan of either of them.
Yeah. No.
So yeah, that's going to be fun. I think that's going to be a good one. Honestly,
I don't know how
should
good the
main
match will
event,
be,
not
but it's gonna
going to.
be exciting.
Yeah.
To see. I mean, it's just. It's one of those Hulk Rock matches.
Hopefully, it's like he's also just like not calling DQs. Hopefully, they beat. the
Oh yeah,
shit
they're
out
not.
of each
There's no
other.
DQs. There's no way. Like They need Enforcer to be the ref, but they're gonna call dequalification.
Yeah.
That's not gonna happen.
So yeah, well, I'm excited for
Yeah, me
that.
too. The crowd
That should main event, or Liv or Rhea and Rhea should main event. However, they're gonna have Cody and Solo main event, which is pretty gross.
Just 'cause of Solo.
No, yeah, right.
I mean, Cody's the man right now, so he's gonna
Right.
no matter
Yeah,
what.
I get that, but also come on.
Solo. Yeah, I know.
There's a million other things. That
I got a theory
are
on that.
better.
We're gonna talk about it after Friday's show, so we'll get to that.
All right. Judgment Day's backstage. They're hunting. They're on the hunt. They're prowling.
This is where
for
they split
Jey
up. It
Uso.
was funny.
Yep. So they said we should split up. So they split off in groups of two. Two of them go off that way. Finn and Dom get about 5 feet before Finn says, "You know what? Let's split up further. You go that way, and I'll go
No
this way."
setup there.
No.
The other two are just in catering.
Yep, they're hanging out.
they
They
went
were
to
looking for
catering to look
food.
for.
Yeah, they found him. They
They did find him.
We'll get to it. And then it's almost like he knew that Liv Morgan was going to be there.
I think that maybe he did.
Yeah. And then she's looking at him.
Like
She
a snack.
says, we're cool.
Yeah.
Don't even worry about it. Finn comes up and he says, "What are you doing, man?" I had nothing to do with this. Actually, you go that way. You go the opposite direction. And then it's done.
Yeah. For now,
That he's plotting. I don't know what he's plotting, but he's plotting.
I think he did his job. He's just gonna let it unfold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sami Zayn's giving an interview. He's talking about Braun Breaker. He says, "You better
see
not underestimate me again, you bastard." And then he hears a commotion. There's a commotion that
Okay.
direction. He says, "I'm gonna go check this out." So he walks down the hall, and it's the Judgment Day. They're beating up Jey Uso.
Oh, okay. I did see this.
Yep. So he immediately jumps in there because they're boys, and he just beats up them pretty bad.
Yep.
Yep. That's that. Eat. So yeah, that's a team. That's a team up tonight we're getting, which is cool because I always like when those two are paired.
And it gets him away from Breaker for a night.
Yeah,
which
till
is
it
good.
doesn't.
Well, right. Assumingly,
Yeah.
it gets him away from Breaker.
Yep. After that, we have Xavier Woods, Otis, and Tozawa versus the Final Testament.
Tozawa's useless in a real fight.
Right.
When he wrestles, he can wrestle okay.
Mm-hmm.
But when they start like brawling after, well, we'll get to it. But
Okay. So either way, I don't care about anything that's happening here except Otis.
I figured it out. Why I hate Karrion Kross. He looks like I should like him. He looks good. He like has that like, just the way he looks and the way he wrestles like shit.
Yeah.
And his character sucks.
Yeah.
I can get over the wrestling like shit because we got some guys that just don't do a lot.
But if they have like a magnetic personality,
Yeah, right.
that
LA
carries
Knight.
it. Yeah.
But his whole shtick.
Yeah, he has neither
blows.
thing. He's
Yeah.
he's batting 0 for 2 on that.
Yeah, that's why I don't like
Either
him.
way, I'm not a fan either.
And I don't know how the other two doofuses have a job. They don't do anything but run into people.
Yeah,
Yeah. Sorry.
they were
Right.
good in NXT
A lot of people were.
5-10 years ago.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Otis gets a big pop
Oh,
because
Green
they're
Bay.
in Green Bay,
Yeah.
and he's from Wisconsin.
Yep.
Which, by the way, didn't know that.
You didn't?
Nope.
Really? Mm-hmm. You know, what's Strowman's from here too?
I knew that.
Okay.
But they exploded for the Otis. They said, "Yeah, Otis, we love Otis."
Yes, they did.
But it wasn't enough for them to win because
Nope.
Cross gets the pin on Woods, and then they leave.
The recruiting by beating somebody up is still
It's
a very
so
weird
it
thing to me.
never works.
You know, it did work once.
one time
Yeah,
with
the Hurt Business.
Roman, with that, and then with Roman Reigns and Jey Uso. He just beat up Jey till Jey was like,
Yeah, but Jay eventually said no.
Yeah, it came back around, but either way.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Hurt Business, no more Bobby. So
I saw that. I was sad.
So sad.
I was a Bobby fan.
Well, yeah.
Painted eyebrows and all.
What can you do?
Moving on.
Yep. Gable and the Creeds come out after the match, and they talk in the ring. They're like, "I want to help you guys."
Yeah, let's
Gable says, "I want to help you. You guys come back to me.
all you.
Don't follow this big dummy." That's
Big
basically
hugs,
what he
yeah.
says. He calls
Yeah.
Otis a dumb guy.
Big dummy.
Yeah. And then Otis is like,
Urgh.
"Pass."
Yeah. Ooh.
And then he says, "You know, that sucks. Get him." And then
Yeah. They get him.
the Creeds get him.
Like I said, Tozawa was pretty useless.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Because I think he got hit once and he was done for the whole
Right.
thing.
Otis was trying to put some fight on. He gets Gable in his hands.
Yep.
Which, by the way, I'm glad that they didn't just completely drop this storyline.
Right after,
Yeah.
the break.
Because they very well could have and just sent
But we need to finish
those
this.
three back to catering with Maxine.
And plus, now with Gable not in the IC hunt, maybe him and Otis are going to be definitely, maybe not SummerSlam.
No.
But after.
So yeah, they're beating them up real good. Otis is selling his ass off.
Wait, I got another question. Why the hell didn't Woods help them two when them two helped Woods?
I don't know, because Woods. I don't know. Now you're asking the real questions. That never even crossed my mind.
Okay.
I guess maybe he left. He went back.
He's like, I'm done with you. You guys, you got it.
Yep. Either way, Otis was selling his ass off. He was being tossed around. I've never seen him tossed around like that.
No.
But then the Wyatt Six come out, and they're looking at him. And then Howdy just shows up behind Gable and hits the meanest Sister Abigail I've ever seen in my life.
Spirits
He
got him.
spikes him.
Yep.
And then it ends. It goes to the commercial. I don't know what happened to the crew.
Well, they just dipped
Were they
out.
killed or did they run away?
Maybe they just said, since you left us last week, we're leaving you this week.
Yeah.
What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Right. I don't know what that means. Doesn't matter. Bronson Reed does his entrance. Here comes Pete Dunne. They're going to have a match.
God, I can't stand that guy.
And then they don't have a match. Sheamus comes out.
Yeah, good.
Beats up both of them. There's a big fight. And Sheamus comes out on top.
Yeah.
Pete Dunne leaves. He says, ugh.
I can't stand that guy. That's my new nemesis.
Yeah.
Pete Dunne.
He doesn't even do anything. He doesn't do
I know,
anything wrong.
But he does.
Like what?
He's the little tough guy. I can't stand little tough guys. Show some
He
humility.
could probably kill you. You
Oh,
know?
for sure. No doubt. He's probably like, half my size, but he'll destroy me. I'm okay with that. I'm just saying, character-wise, turn it back a couple notches. You're not that tough.
Yeah. He also doesn't speak.
Thank God. I don't think I want to hear him speak.
Judgment Day's backstage looking their wounds. They got beat up by Sami Zayn and Jey Uso.
Yep.
Rhea's upset. She said, I told you not to do
What are
this.
you doing?
Leave Jay alone,
Yeah.
you morons.
And they said, that's because you love him.
We're going to wrestle. We're going to wrestle Jey
Yep.
Uso. That's what they say. And then Rhea asked Dom, where were you during all this? And Carlito pipes up, you should ask Liv Morgan.
Wasn't my fault. Yeah.
He's
just sitting
he's
on
so
the couch.
funny. Like he's not,
Just shut up and sit there. Like, you don't have to say anything. Just shut up.
I don't know why he keeps setting him up like that.
He just doesn't have he just, whatever.
Yeah.
He thinks he says.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she's like, damn it, come with me. She grabs Dom, takes him out to the ring. She says, get out there. Before that, there's a Sheamus interview. He says he doesn't know why Pete Dunne decided to be an asshole
Hey,
and attack him.
wants to have a beer with him instead.
Yep. He says we can have a beer and talk it out, or we can do a big fight.
Yep.
I think they'll do the big fight.
Probably. No pints for that.
It is a wrestling show.
Yeah.
So yeah, Rhea shoves him down to the ring. Down to the ring. She says, "Get the hell down there."
She could probably beat the shit out of him.
Oh my god, she can beat the shit out of most people.
Yeah, that's true.
She tells Liv to come on out here. If you want him, you can have him. Just come,
Yep. Come get him.
take him.
Yep. You gotta come get him.
Yep. And then she appears in the crowd. Liv does. She's like, "I'm back here actually." And by the way, I'm looking great.
Yeah. Why would he want you when he can have me?
Yep. And then Dom says, "You know what? I actually hate you. You suck.
Yep.
You're the worst."
No holding back.
You could definitely tell he didn't mean it based on the face he made after he got done. And she walks away crying. She says, "Boo-hoo."
Yeah, pretty upset.
Liv says, "I'm leaving."
Rhea was happy though.
Yeah, Rhea was thrilled.
Yep.
She grabs him by the scruff, gives him a kiss on the cheek, and then licks him.
Yeah. I don't
Which
know what
is
that was about.
it's PG. It's still PG. It's PG until the end of the year. After that, do whatever you want.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about that one.
That
Probably was unnecessary. The kiss I'm okay with. A little smooch
yeah,
on
on
the cheek.
That's whatever. That being said,
Just hold on. A couple more
Relax.
months. Yeah. Half a year. You got
Also-
half a year.
tone it down. You're both married.
That's true too. Yeah,
You guys are at like a 10. Bring it down to a 7.
Rhea's husband would definitely kick Dom's ass.
He would. But also he might be terrified of Dom. He re-signed with AEW.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He said, "I'm scared of Dominic. I'm not going back over there."
Yeah. Oh, I would bring that up. So your husband doesn't want to come here.
Right. Zelina Vega versus Zoe Stark.
I didn't see it.
Sonya, Zoe, and Shayna are getting a lot of TV time. And honestly, they could probably just pack this all into one segment. They don't need to do multiple segments of that. But either way, it's fine. Zelina got beat up real bad last week. Her arm is in a cast, but she was still cleared to wrestle somehow.
Oh, wow.
And then
Suck it up.
everyone comes out, the two teams, and they start brawling a little bit. Zelina, well, the ref isn't looking, hits Zoe Stark in the head with the cast and rolls her up and wins.
Okay.
And then that was that.
Right.
I like the idea of cheating, though. If you have the opportunity to cheat, you should. I don't care. I don't care if you're a face or a heel.
As Bobby Heenan would say, it's only cheating if you get caught.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. Adam Pearce is backstage. Woods comes up. He says, "I want to face Cross one-on-one." He says, "Okay."
You don't care. You don't care either.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Do whatever.
Drew comes up. He says, "You didn't tell me about this Seth Rollins thing, you asshole." And he says, "Calm down. It'll be fine."
Yeah. He
You
hates
guys,
you
you
both.
guys can
He
all
hates
talk
you
about
both.
it next week. Yeah. He hates you both.
And he might
equally.
hate CM Punk more.
He definitely might, because that one's like real.
Yeah. That is true. Yeah, that's true. A lot of schmack talk back in the day.
Yeah. And then they walk off. Apparently, they're going to be in the ring next week, and they'll just be talking at each other. Yeah. Apparently,
No physicality.
Seth's going to set some rules. For the
Yeah, come on.
match.
We don't need that.
Yeah. Well, I guess
It's
gets all
not
three of
bad.
them in the
yeah,
ring.
Yeah, it's not bad.
And obviously, they can't touch
Or he'll
each
just
other.
say, the rule is there
No
are
rules. Yeah. You guys do whatever you want.
Just don't hit the ref.
Honestly, kill each other. But if you touch me, that's a DQ.
Yeah. If you
I can
touch
hit
me,
you.
I
though.
can hit you back.
I can hit you.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, he could hit him back anyway. He's the ref. He can do whatever
Yeah,
he
that
wants.
is true.
Boom. After that, we have Sammy and Jay versus the Judgment Day, the tag team champions.
God, they just can't leave JD's head alone, can they?
Nope.
And I figured out his head is, I don't think it's big.
It's just
I think
square.
his body's just small. He has really like narrow shoulders and his like traps and neck go like this instead of like this, like a normal person. It just goes like a
Like a
V.
funnel.
Yeah, so his head
Like a
looks huge,
reverse
like
funnel?
So it's like you put your head on like a triangle, like a circle on a triangle. It's gonna look big.
Like a Funko Pop.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
That's a joke.
their
people
bodies
get
are
in
just
the past.
small. Yeah,
So yeah, they have a match. They do a big match. It's 4-0. It means nothing. But we all know that Sammy and Jay do not lose.
Nope.
So they get the win here on the Splash. They hit the 1D in this match, which is
Yeah, I
pretty
saw
cool.
that, yeah.
I was like that.
I think Jimmy's sitting at home pissed.
No, I think he's over it.
You think so?
I think he's on to other things. Like he needs to worry about the bloodline.
We'll see. We'll see.
Whichever bloodline. He needs to worry about the bad bloodline.
Yeah.
Bad blood line. Yeah, they win. They do a big win.
They beat the tag
After
champs.
the-
Does that
yep.
mean they're gonna get a title match?
No,
No.
maybe. But they'd have to win it, which that could be messy.
And maybe, well, Sammy would definitely have to lose the IC title.
Yeah, which I mean he's going to. And speaking of the IC title, after they get the win, they're doing their celebration. Breaker comes out, spears Sammy, leaves. Jay's just looking at him. Jay says, "What just happened?"
What is he gonna do at this point? Yeah. Just help him up.
Jay
Be a
would
good
leave
friend.
him.
Help him up. Like at least
Yeah,
he didn't
that's
hit
Monday
me.
Night Raw. Yeah, he could have done both of you then, I think.
Could have, for sure.
Nah. Jay would get out of it. He always does.
Is Raw going to 2 hours on Netflix? Or is it still 3?
I hope so, but probably not.
You think it's still 3?
I think so.
All right, I'll get to see it all then at least.
Yeah.
Netflix. And then, and then the problem is, well, as long as it stays 2 hours, I'll be good on SmackDown.
Yeah.
They go
Although will
3
it
hours.
still be on Hulu?
It will be because it's on USA.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's us talking about Monday Night Raw. We did it. Like, comment, subscribe. Follow us on Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. Thank you for watching our video about wrestling stuff.
Yes, stuff and stuff.